we see here in the clinic. One way that we like to complement or help people progress on from hands-on therapy is by including some Pilates-informed exercises into our treatment. These can be really useful when performed correctly, as they can help to improve strength, control, balance, coordination, and flexibility. Today we're going to run through some simple Pilates-informed exercises that we like to use for low back pain, as well as demonstrate some progressions of these. Now, because back pain is quite complex, we do recommend seeing a health professional prior to trying out any of these exercises if you're unsure if they'll be the right fit for you. Because no two people are the same, we always make sure that we tailor our exercises based on the individual to make sure that it's going to be comfortable to complete. Here we're demonstrating some exercises that are useful for people who find it quite comfortable to bend forward and be in that flexion position. The first one seen here is a simple leg slide. So you want to make sure you're activating your tummy muscles by drawing belly button to spine or imagining flattening and flaring your hip bones apart, keeping that nice and strong and maintaining your breathing while sliding your leg out. A progression from this exercise is shown here, moving on to our heel touch. So you can start with feet flat on floor, lifting one leg up at a time, alternating each leg. To make that a little bit harder, you can lift both legs up into the tabletop position and lower one leg from there. To progress this and make this even harder, we move on to our dead bug variation, where we add in the arms, extending opposite arm and leg long. Here now we are moving on to some of our equipment and some ways that we can add some resistance to make these exercises even more challenging. Here we see the hundreds bicycle exercise, which is quite similar to the dead bug, but just adds a little bit more resistance and requires a little bit more control. Here we show some additional exercises for those people who do like being in that flexion or forward-based position, and these are quite advanced and more challenging, just showing how we can progress the exercises and really tailor them all the way up to elite athletes as well. Now, for people who don't like being in this forward bent position and actually find leaning backwards or extending their back more comfortable, these next exercises are generally more appropriate. First, here we have just propping, laying on tummy, elbows underneath shoulder, using your arms just to push up and get a gentle stretch through the back. This can also be progressed by pushing up onto hands and working through a slightly larger range of movement. In terms of strengthening up in this position, this first exercise here is our donkey kick. So again, you want to be keeping tummy nice and strong, ensuring that hips aren't tipping side to side, foot goes up towards ceiling just in a small kick movement. To progress this on and make this harder, here we're demonstrating a similar exercise but in an upright position, performing our scooter on the reformer. Again, we're going to move on and demonstrate some more difficult progressions of this. So here we have the standing lunge on our trapeze table with some variations shown, and also using the trapeze equipment here, again coming into that lovely back extension.